Hello, today I wanted to talk about my Magic the Gathering cube. Specifically, I wanted to talk about the red and blue pairing, which is Izzet Spellslinger. It's a classic draft archetype for blue and red to care about casting instant and sorcery spells. And so my cube has picked a lot of the best cards from throughout the years in various limited formats and rewards you for casting lots of spells, chaining them together. The core of Izzet is classic spells matter synergy. You're rewarded for casting instants and sorceries, which fuel powerful payoffs like token generation, damage triggers, card draw, and reducing the cost of subsequent spells. When I set out to include this archetype in my cube, I wanted to avoid the classic Spellslinger pitfall of having a low creature count, because you've got to balance the creatures needed to attack and defend with the non-creatures you need to give them a buff. And so this weakness was somewhat mitigated thanks to the inclusion of creatures with adventures and non-creature spells which can create creature tokens. The Spellslinger deck is packed with iconic cards from throughout Magic's history. Young Pyromancer can help generate tokens, as well as Chrome Host Seed Shark. Gutter Snipe and Thermo Alchemist can turn instant and sorcery spells into burn. And Stormwing Entity and Murktide Regent are hard-hitting finishers, which can be played cheaply with enough support. To help keep your engine going, you've got card selection and recursive tools with Faithless Looting, Frantic Search, and Gataxian Probe to help you dig deeper into your deck. Wingblade Disciple and Quarry Steelcutter are two new additions to the cube, which both reward you for casting multiple spells in a turn. Snapcaster Mage, Torrential Gearhulk, and Finale of Promise lets you flashback your best spells. Now, as far as balancing spells and creatures goes, the adventure creatures like Bone Crusher Giant, Brazen Borrower, and Horned Lockwhale count as spells and creatures, so they help keep your spell count high and your battlefield populated. You've also got spells that make creatures like Hard Evidence, Shark Typhoon, and Intrude on the Mind. These all generate bodies without breaking synergy. And so how do you win? Well, you can go wide with the tokens you're creating and overwhelm your opponent, but you can also stack up burn triggers, use your tokens for more defensive means, and then just slowly ping away with Gutter Snipe, Thermo Alchemist, or Niv Mizzet Perrin for lethal burn. There's several threats which can be flashed in, like Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, Smirking Spelljacker, Torrential Gearhulk, and Transcendent Dragon. These give you additional options when leaving mana open during an opponent's turn. There are some signpost cards which can help clue you in as to Izzet's themes. The Third Path Iconoclast is a buffed Young Pyromancer, and that you're rewarded for all non-creature spells cast, not just caring about instants and sorceries. Every non-creature spell makes a 1/1 token and can quickly amass a large board presence if left unchecked. Niv Mizzet Perrin is the ultimate top-end engine. It's draw, ping, and can dominate any long game. When drafting Izzet, you definitely want to prioritize cheap spells, cantrip effects. They keep your engine turning and enable your early payoffs. You also need to value versatility. Creatures with adventures and flashback spells are even more valuable here in this deck. And don't ignore your mana base. Chaining multiple spells in a turn requires smooth curves and efficient land fixing. Fortunately, this cube has plenty of mana fixing. Niv Mizzet Perrin demands a very exacting mana cost. Izzet Spellslinger is a well-worn Magic draft archetype for a reason. This cube seeks to grab the best of what works from its various incarnations in limited Magic. If drawing cards and casting spells sounds like your lane, then try drafting Izzet today. Thank you for listening. I will say that putting together the Izzet archetype in my cube was definitely one of the easier ones to do, just because it's a staple at this point, and I might try and do something more with it in the future, because it definitely feels a little basic, but it's good for what it is, and I really like it. I like it how the cards all seem to come together. But thank you for listening, and I'll be doing another video later with a different deck archetype. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.